Medan from the Ethiopian American Constituency Foundation.
Would you bring your mic a little closer, please?
Respected Chair Linda W. Croft and Honorable Council Member Jim Graham, thanks to the Chair and the Council of the District of Columbia for granting me this honor of testifying this afternoon. My name is Tamrad Medan. I am the Chairman of the Board of the Ethiopian American Constituency Foundation and the Little Ethiopia Task Force. I immigrated to the United States in 1975 from Ethiopia and have been working and living in the metropolitan Washington, D.C. area for 30 years and witnessed the dramatic changes in the last 3 years. I am here today with Mr. Andrew Lawrence, who is our board advisor and chairman of the Ethiopian American Cultural Center, to give my testimony and support for PR 16-176 introduced by the Honorable Chair to approve an area plan titled Duke Development Framework for a Cultural Destination District within Washington, D.C.'s Greater Shaw U Street. I would like to use this opportunity to give my gratitude to the support our committee is receiving from Council Member Jim Graham and his outstanding staff members, particularly Tate Loza. I want also to thank the 14th and U Street Alliance and the Shaw Street Main Street Program, and especially the executives, Mr. Scott Pomeroy and Alexander Pedro. I want to note my strong support for continuing the Main Street Program that will sustain the recent growth our neighborhood has witnessed. I am here today on behalf of the Ethiopian diaspora who have made metropolitan Washington, D.C. their home. This specific neighborhood is the center of our business and cultural life, where we have made a substantial investment for the last 30 years. The Greater Shaw U Street area is an important center of cultural heritage for African Americans, and we are the new members of this great American experience. We believe Little Ethiopia at the Millennium Global Village within the larger historic Jazz Duke Street will be the center for cultural and economic convergence that vitalizes the historic Jazz District with multicultural, exotic African cultural and business destination. This enterprise will attract national and global tourists, honoring the historical connection of Africa and the United States of America, which started in 1808 when Ethiopian travelers made their way to the New World and learned of the African presence in the Americas. This is an appropriate memorial of the over 100-year centennial connection between the Ethiopia and the United States relations, which was honored by a resolution from the City Council and the proclamation by Mayor Anthony Williams. In the same spirit today, I am proud to announce that modern Ethiopian Americans have created a unique partnership with their counterparts to be part of this great economic and cultural renaissance in the 14th and U Street Shaw neighborhood. I am sure Duke Wellington and Emperor Haile Selassie I will smile in their graves as His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie I honored this creative music genius with Haile Selassie First Prize in the early 1973, an honor that compared with Nobel Prize status at the time. The Little Ethiopia Village in the Duke Historic Jazz District will bring business, tourism, and cultural activity that links the neighborhood with historical connection to ancient African history and heritage such as the ancient Kemetic, Aksumite, and Egyptian civilization, not to forget the glory of Queen Sheba and King Solomon, Lucy, Aksumite heritage, and the rock-hewn churches of Lalibela. The district is connected to Africa by a direct weekly flight by the Ethiopian Airlines. This will truly be a synthesis of the old and new, where our children will grow to appreciate that African Americans have significant cultural and historic contribution not only to the old world, but to the new one here in the United States of America. I conclude my presentation supporting the restoration of the historic Jazz District in the Greater Shaw District, and hope in the future the City Council will legalize the special place of the Little Ethiopia Millennium Village within the Greater Duke District in the Shaw and U Street neighborhood. Honorable Chair and Council Member, thanks again for this opportunity. I am happy to answer questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much.